Hey, I remember when I was a little Swen, and we would go to church every Sunday morning. That's right, but it didn't just happen, that's for sure. Because I remember vividly on Saturday night, Mom and Dad would go through the ritual of getting us ready for Sunday morning. And we would get in one of three lines. The first line is where Mom would wash our hair in the sink. And she would use vinegar. I'm not sure why. She said it makes it clean. The second line we would get in is the line where we would take a bath. That's right. Even if we didn't eat it once a week, we'd take a bath. And the third line, I remember this specifically, and it's kind of weird, but Dad would cut our toenails on the couch. And then Sunday morning we would get up a little bit early and everybody would get dressed in some nice clothes and we would walk 1 block to the church. We were always the last ones there, so it meant that we got the front pew. But I remember that because church was a sacred place for me growing up. It's where I learned about God. It's where I learned about God's love, and God's love asks me to love others. When I got a little bit older and my faith became even more real in deeper ways, when I was in college, I worked at a Bible camp. And it's places like St. Peter's Lutheran in Northfield. It's like Okoboji Bible Camp in Northwest Iowa. Those are places that helped me grow my roots deep, deep down into the ground. There are two things that all these places have in common, and that is they're all buildings and they're all a house of God. And we know that God is living in these places. Just like Prince of Peace, like our sanctuary, God is living in that house because that is a house of God. So I've got a little song that I grew up singing, and it goes like this. This is a house of God, and God is living in it. This is a house of God, and God is living here. And we pray now that God will here remain. This is a house of God, and God is living here. This is a place of peace, and peace is living in it. Oh, this is a place of peace, and peace is living here. And we pray now that peace will here remain. Oh, this is a house of peace, and peace is living here. Sing with me, this is a house of love. Well, this is a house of love. Love is living in it, and love is living in it. Sing it again. Well, this is a house of love, and love is living here. We pray and we pray now. We pray now. Love will here remain. This is a house. This is a house of love, and love is living